Because like I could survive 22 years without even noticing I had a mental disorder.
Hello, I am Mama Heavy, the Plague Mummy VTuber.
Hi, my name is Cures, and you can call me Cures.
Sup nerds, I'm Nyrixie Gravescale. Or mommy.
Hello, my name is Pipsunny.
I am a pansexual Malay who is officially diagnosed with ADHD and autism and like a slew of other mental disorders.
I'm a black woman who happens to be asexual at the same time.
I'm non-binary.
I am a babiniku and a Vtuber. There's actually less babinikus than there is regular male Vtubers.
Because of the stereotypes about genderqueer people, I basically zip my lips about being queer to anyone IRL unless they're really close to me.
Oh, definitely. I've had the usual, racist remarks and a few race-fueled hate raids while streaming, but after spending the majority of my life dealing with extreme cases of racism, I'm pretty desensitized to it. What I'm not as used to, though, are the weird phobic comments I get. People get super weird and really defensive when you do anything and you're not sexually attracted to them.
There has not been any backlash as a baby content creator, and I hope it stays that way.
Because I've been called on it, they're like, hey, I think you're a guy. And it's like, yeah, I'm a guy that uses a female model. I don't think that would be an issue, though. For most people, it's not an issue, but for some people, it's a real issue.
There has been a lot of positive reactions from my community. It has helped people open their eyes, or people are more open to the idea of mental disorder doesn't exactly impede your life. Because I could survive 22 years without even noticing I had a mental disorder.
Personally, I've always been pretty uncomfortable in my own skin. No matter what I did, I always wanted to be lighter. When I made my model in 2020, it was the first time I've ever made a character reflect my skin tone as how I actually am. And it's for the first time actually led me to be comfortable in my own skin and, dare I say, even tolerate it.
Acceptance? Despite the VTubing community being so diverse, I think a lot of us still struggle to find acceptance and acknowledge people's differences.
I started off as a common male VTuber without using my voice training. The result was not positive. I didn't get views, I barely made affiliate. I really took off though once I became more of a babiniku. A lot of people like the lore better, they like the model better, they like the flirting, the teasing, the artwork, and I like it too. So there was a lot of support from the community and then even the founding of a community.
There is a Malaysian VTuber community, which I do interact with because I have a few friends with, but I find as a general, a Malaysian VTuber community tends to be a bit conservative. I've slowly distanced myself from it, but in respect of the autism gang, we exist, but there's not a specific community for it.
If I ever do become more open about it, I kind of just want to continue vibing with everyone. So seeing more genderqueer people, especially in big VTubing agencies, I think would be a really positive change.
I actually have, I can count on one hand, there's only 3 or 4, but I know 3 or 4 lewd babiniku VTubers like myself who make very similar content, play a lot of the same games as me, in fact we collab a lot even.
Malaysianness hold me back slightly, partially due to the fact for example on TikTok I am region locked. My aim is more for an international crowd, and my humor is not exactly made for a conservative country like Malaysia. My ADHD holds me back slightly, I feel, because it's hard to schedule things compared to other people. But I have been slowly finding ways and systems to deal with it, so it is okay. I'm slowly learning to deal with it.
I feel like I may be considered less for certain opportunities. If you look at most of the bigger VTuber agencies out there, there are very few dark-skinned individuals. I do wish there was more representation in that. In terms of asexuality, once I realized I was ace, I was pretty terrified that no one would ever love me. Thankfully, I can say that after some time that is absolutely not true.
I hold back on high amounts of masculinity. I also have to remind myself to pull it in on the lewd for Twitch. I hey, I am playing this character that I created. This is kind of like a different side of me.
It's not something to be stared at. It's not something to be analyzed like that deeply. My goal is also to help like other people like not be afraid or not be ashamed of having mental disorders, because especially in Asian countries, it is hard to get a diagnosis or like even to tell people that you have like a mental disorder, because most of them think you are either possessed by a ghost or you are making excuses.
Please do not force yourself to share parts of your identity that you are not comfortable sharing online. Don't force yourself to represent your VTuber character in a particular way. You can be and look whoever the hell you want to be. Be who you want to be.
You're not lesser or subhuman for having darker skin, regardless of how many times we were told that growing up. For my fellow Ices out there, you're not broken. If you are sexist verse as I am, it is 1000% possible to be in a loving romantic relationship without sex. You can be asexual and make lewd jokes still. You're not an imposter, and if anyone tells you otherwise, I swear to God I will beat the shit out of them for you.
People are allowed to show themselves and express themselves artistically the way they want to express themselves. And if a regular dude wants to just express himself by being an anime girl online, well, hey, that just makes him a Discord mod. Guys who use female models and are very successful, very flirtatious, and are lewd just like me would have to be like ADCVR. He's a femboy IRL, and he has a great dragon mommy 3D model. He started off as a PNG tuber from what I know. I also have my Oshi, whom is actually a friend of mine, Gwen Mata, who is also a babiniku like me.
I will say, as far as aces, Kamui Kushi and Doxyverse are my ace comrades. Doxy drew art of us, all three of us together. It's like the ace gang.
Oh, you have like certain mental disorders doesn't need to be like the main focus of yourself or like the people you tend to like look up to, because I feel like some people tend to make that like their whole personality, and I feel like people are more nuanced than that.
If you don't get it completely, but you're open to trying to learn and accept people like me, I appreciate a lot, because that's something that a lot of people aren't willing to do.
They really get like so freaking mad about it, and it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about it. Just like I tell people, it's like, it's just a game, bro. There's no reason to get mad. It's just a show, bro. There's no reason to get mad. I'm just a VTuber, bro. No reason to get mad.
You don't have to. You're not me, and I'm not you. While your understanding would make things easier for the both of us, your lack of understanding will not stop me from existing as how I am. Instead, at the end of the day, I'll return home black as I was when I left.
All I can say is like, we're people. People who have mental disorders are still people. You are not the worst, and you will not be the best. Whatever content you have in mind, whatever content idea you think you want to do, it's not the worst idea you ever think of. And it's also not the best, because you can always improve yourself.
Make content doing what you like. We all want those ooga booga big numbers, but honestly, most of us are already working a customer service job and faking ourselves for 8 hours. Why would you want to come home and do it again?
I get it, you know? It was scary for me too, you know, going from just like a regular male VTuber to using a female model. You're like, but my voice isn't good, I don't know mannerisms.
Hi, my name's Veronica, and I'm a sexy succubus VTuber, like, cha.
Don't worry about it. And start using a female presenting model. Be upfront about it. Be like, this is my OC. This is the character I want to be online in my streams. And this is how I'm going to do it.
If you like cursed 3 AM posts, horror games, and mildly interesting streams, feel free to check me out on YouTube.
Thanks for having me. I stream World of Warcraft and Pokemon TCG every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. EST. You can find me at anorexia_ for both Twitch and Twitter.
You can find me on a lot of social medias like TikTok, Twitter, Twitch on your name Purebosan, because I took the name everywhere. Ha!
You can find me on TikTok as Plague Mommy Heavy, YouTube, and Twitch as Mama Heavy. On Twitter, it's The Real HMGF. Also, be sure to sub to Licorice Bonashi. This is the second video she's let me be in, and she's so close to 1,000 subs on YouTube. Let's get her to fucking YouTube partner.